Good evening, everyone. I am Vlad. This is Pepsi Center, and this is the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show for Friday, March 30th, 2018. The Colorado Avalanche, in their second of a two-game homestand, welcoming in the Chicago Blackhawks to Pepsi Center in a huge contest for playoff position in the Western Conference. Before we get to tonight's contest, let's go over the rundown for what's on tap for tonight's pregame show. We will do a brief recap of Wednesday night's affair against the Philadelphia Flyers. We will preview tonight's contest against the visiting Chicago Blackhawks. Take a quick look around the landscape in the Western Conference for the wild card race and action around the league tonight. We'll also do some Burgundy Rainbow Game Winning Goal Challenge hype and a couple of other fun things. The Avs and the Blackhawks are going to be coming out onto the ice pretty soon, so let's go ahead and get right down to it. On Wednesday night here at Pepsi Center, the Avalanche had a chance to hop back into the wild card conversation, at least in terms of one of the two available positions, and they did neither of those things because they fell to the Philadelphia Flyers by a score of 2-1. Matt Nieto was the only player to score for the Avs in that contest. Semyon Varlamov did not play. Jonathan Bernier did not play. Spencer Martin did not play. Andrew Hammond was in goal for the Avs that night, and for his Avalanche debut, he did essentially everything that could have been asked out of your goaltender. He did give up 2 goals in the first period. One of them was on a Claude Giroux top-shelf goal that was just a beauty of a shot, so can't really fault him for that, but the Ivan Provorov shot is one he would probably want to have back. But after that, he locked everything down, kept the Avs in it, gave them all the time and chances in the world in the span of a 60-minute hockey game to get that tying goal. And unfortunately, the Avalanche did not reward him with more chances in the Philadelphia end to get that done. It wasn't until the latter stages of the third period that the Avalanche realized, hey, let's get these points, and they finally started turning up the heat on not one, but 2 Philadelphia goaltenders. Michael Neuwirth and Peter Mrazek. And try as they might, the Avs just could not get it done. And 2 points went away in the standings. So, since there was a bit of a break Thursday night in the wild card picture, the Avs didn't really lose any ground on Thursday, but their inability to win on Wednesday set the table for a huge night in the NHL in the Western Conference. All right, here come the Avs onto the ice. And here come the Chicago Blackhawks. The Chicago Blackhawks played last night. They defeated the Winnipeg Jets by a score of 6-2 in something of a feel-good story for your average everyday dude or aspiring hockey player. The Blackhawks goaltender ended up getting injured. Unfortunately, I can't recall his name who got hurt. I think I see him actually out on the ice right now. Dahlia, number 60. He ended up leaving the third period. So the Blackhawks were forced to play their emergency goaltender, by the name of Scott Foster, who is a 36-year-old accountant in Oak Park, Illinois. He got dressed, played the third period, or part of the third period, stopped all 7 shots he faced to preserve the win for the Blackhawks, and you can't help but feel for a guy who to get the call like that. That's a great story. Feel really happy for him. But tonight's a different night. No feel-good story here for the Blackhawks. They are on the second half of a back-to-back. The Avs are again the rested team. So hopefully the Avalanche learn a lesson on Wednesday that they can't take any team that's finishing up a back-to-back with anything less than their best. So here's hoping that the Avs will pull out a full-on effort against this Blackhawks team. From the YouTube channel, the Hawks had an accountant to count on when it comes to net gains. Oh, wow. That's a good one. Of course, notable absences for the Blackhawks. No Scott Darling, as he was traded, so I guess that's not really notable. Corey Crawford, the other goaltender, has been hurt. No Marian Hossa, he's been out all season. And for the Avalanche, let's see what we've got going on over there on that side of the ice. We have the return of Semyon Varlamov and Jonathan Bernier. So no Andrew Hammond tonight, no Spencer Martin tonight. Spencer Martin has been sent back to San Antonio. The lineup, as tweeted out by the official Avalanche Twitter, looks a little something like this. Top line, Landeskog, McKinnon, and Rantanen remains unchanged. The rest of the night's forward skaters will look something resembling this creation. JT Compher centering Tyson Jost and Alex Kerfoot. Carl Soderberg centering Matt Nieto and Blake Como. And Sven Andrighetto making his return to the lineup as a center between Gabriel Bork and Nail Yakupov. So no Colin Wilson tonight. No Dominic Toninato tonight. Over on the defense, we have Patrick Nemeth paired with Eric Johnson, Nikita Zadorov paired with Tyson Barrie, and Sam Girard paired with the man, the myth, the Mark Alt. Let's see, I knew there was somebody that was missing. Vladislav Kamenev, of course, not playing tonight. So if any of you are wondering where he is, he won't be in the lineup. So needless to say, tonight's a big night. As I mentioned, let's go and look at the standings now in the wild card race for the Avalanche. In third place in the Central, Minnesota, 43-24-10, 96 points, 40 row. Third place in the Pacific, the LA Kings, 43-28-7, 93 points, 41 row. Wild card position number 1, the St. Louis Blues, 43-28-5, 91 points, 40 row. Wild card position number 2, the Anaheim Ducks, 39-25-13, 91 points, 35 row. And just on that other side of the dividing line, your Colorado Avalanche, 41-28-8, 90 points, 39 row. Why are things so important tonight? Here's why. At 8:30 p.m. local, the St. Louis Blues are at T-Mobile Arena in Vegas to take on the Golden Knights. I am not alone here in Avalanche territory to be the one to say, go Knights go, for that game. The other game that directly impacts the wild card race, the LA Kings are in Anaheim to face the Ducks. That is also, that's an 8 o'clock start. Go Kings go. If we get those outcomes and the Avs do win tonight, that will leapfrog the Avs back into the wild card race. They will take the number 1 spot away from the St. Louis Blues, who will be bumped down to number 2, and the Ducks will be on the outside looking in once more. We are down to the final 5 games of the season, including tonight. And it's all must win from here on out. Avs do not want to head to California next week without getting some sort of momentum and banking a couple of points, especially with the California teams all trying to jockey for position for their own nefarious doings. Other action around the league tonight, we have the Maple Leafs at Barclays Center to face the Islanders. The Islanders lead that game 3-2. That game is in the latter stages of the second period. At Madison Square Garden, the Tampa Bay Lightning lead the Rangers 2-1. That game is also in the second period. In DC, the Hurricanes lead the Capitals by a score of 2-1. And that game is in the second period as well. Avs and Blackhawks start at 7 o'clock tonight. And the other games which we already covered, the Golden Knights and Blues, Ducks and Kings. So, must win. Roll your dice on Vegas. And go Kings, go. After tonight's contest, the Avalanche head to California, as I mentioned, for their final road trip of the season. They start things off Sunday evening, Sunday evening in Anaheim. The next night they will be in LA to face the Kings. Thursday they will be in San Jose to play the Sharks, and they wrap up the regular season next Saturday night here at home to face the St. Louis Blues. So, all big games, every last one of them. Let's go ahead and talk about the other big contest that has points on the line, and it is the Burgundy Rainbow Game-Winning Goal Challenge. This has been a Burgundy Rainbow staple all season long. Submit your guesses at burgundyrainbow.com. Get some points, get some bragging rights, and if you're a participant in the Burgundy Rainbow Discord, you'll get yourself some fancy colors for your username if you are one of the top point getters for the week. Tonight's questions are as follows. Of course, as always, the first question, who will get the game-winning goal? Second question, how many points will McKinnon have tonight? Final question, who will have the least time on ice between both teams? You have just about 20-ish minutes before puck drop, so get your questions, get the answers to these questions into burgundyrainbow.com. Go to the GDT Game Winning Goal Challenge article page, fill out the form, have some fun, and you'll be glad you did. I just got a reminder, and I was just looking up the question now from the YouTube channel. Tonight's question for March Flatness. So, the last two questions that I had, excuse me, I had some really good guesses. A couple of them were technically correct guesses. They were not the answers I was looking for, so I tried really hard to come up with a really good question that was a little easier, and that there would be only one truly definitive, indisputable answer for. I think I finally got one. So hopefully it's good, the easier question. You will have to do a little bit of digging around to find the answer, but you will only find one answer for this question. It does not exist anywhere else, and if it does, All I can say is, I tried my best. Excuse me. It should be known that tonight I will be giving away the final Milan Hajduk jersey retirement banner. This is the last one. So if you want to win this, this is your last chance. Alright. That being said, here is the question. This question will be reposted after the pregame skate is over. Here we go. Tonight's March Gladness question. 3 Avs goalies have a 0-0-0 record in at least one regular season. That's right, 0 wins, 0 losses, 0 ties. All goose eggs. Name the one goalie out of those 3 that had a 0.00 goals against average and a 1.000 save percentage during that one regular season. The winner will get the final Milan Hajduk jersey retirement banner. And because no one has done it yet, put the March Gladness tag in your answer. I want to see that. I want to see that hashtag. So once again, the question for March Gladness: 3 Avs goalies have a 0-0-0 record in at least one regular season. Name the one goalie with a 0.00 goals against average and a 1.000 save percentage during his one regular season. The winner will get that final Milan Hajduk jersey retirement banner. Use the March Gladness tag in your answer, please, and thank you. I will tweet out that question at my Twitter account at the Voice of Vlad. It will be retweeted on the Burgundy Rainbow Twitter account. So once warm-up is over, that question will be available. I have no more clues, no more guesses. Well, I don't have any guesses. I know what the answer is. So good luck to everybody. Tried to make it an easier question. You have a 1 in 3 shot of getting it right. One definitive answer. We are down to our less than 90 seconds in the pregame warm-up. We are down to our final 7 Avalanche skaters out on the ice. Correction, 6 skaters. So we're going to go ahead and start wrapping things up here. So I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in for the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show here on YouTube. I appreciate y'all watching and the prompts for commentary on the YouTube channel. For continuing coverage and conversation on tonight's contest against the Blackhawks, head to burgundyrainbow.com. Go to the Burgundy Rainbow Discord and head to the GDT channel. I will be back at the conclusion of tonight's contest with the Burgundy Rainbow postgame show on YouTube. So stay tuned for that. And as always, stay tuned to burgundyrainbow.com for continuing coverage and conversation on the Colorado Avalanche as they make their way towards the postseason. I am Vlad. This has been the Burgundy Rainbow pregame show on YouTube. Thank you all for watching, and until postgame, let's go Avs. Get your question answers for March Gladness in.